This segment sponsored by the Nashville Pet Emergency Clinic.
Veterinarian Dr. Craig Pryor joins us now to answer your questions about your pet. Lots of folks have called in already. It's great to have you with us.
Yes, thank you very much.
Appreciate it. You ready to get right to the phone?
Yes, absolutely.
Why don't we do that? Hi, Kathy. You're our first caller today. What's your question for Dr. Pryor?
I have a senior cat that is on prednisone for sneezing, but he's not, he's congested, so I don't know if I can give him something else to clear it up and help him eat more.
Right, so sounds like, prednisone is a steroid, which is probably just, helping a little bit with inflammation. So I would take him back to your regular veterinarian. Let's find out what the cause of the sneezing is. It could be fungal, could be bacterial, could be allergic. Sometimes older cats get nasal polyps, things like that. So he may need some x-rays, he may need some blood work, he may need some culture. So I'd take him back and talk to him about it and see what else can be done to work out what's causing it, so then you know which is the best medication to use.
All right, Kathy.
That would be the best course of action.
Thank you, Kathy, for calling. Hope that helps you out. Hi, Sherry. What's your question for Dr. Pryor?
Yes, ma'am. I was wanting to know how I can get my little chihuahua out of chewing everything up.
Oh,
Good luck,
so
right?
you have a behavioral issue, which will take hours for us to talk about. So how do I condense that into 30 seconds or
Right.
less? Well, first thing I would do is I would be creating your chihuahua on a regular basis. And so, it's positive reinforcement. So we need to distract him through positive exercises onto chewing on appropriate things and not inappropriate things. So this is a very long-winded conversation. You need a lot of help. So I would get in contact with your regular vet and sit down and have a long conversation about what's going on and what can be done. So more than we talk about in 30 seconds.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. All right. Hi, this is another Kathy on the phone. What's your question today?
Yes, we have a trip to make, about an 8-hour trip, and we were wondering, how do we travel with our cat as far as bathroom and all this kind of thing?
Okay, so I would not feed your kitty the night before. I would, leave water down up until you leave. Your kitty needs a carrier that needs to stay in during the trip. If your cat is a yowler, then or gets very anxious on trips, you may need to talk to your veterinarian and get a little tranquilizer for them. And most cats will do just fine with that. And 8 hours, your kitty should be okay without having to use the litter box, as long as they got access to the litter box up until you leave. So I would do that. If it was any longer than that, you may want to take a break and have a big box in the back where you can put a little litter box in there or something like that. But your kitty should be okay with that.
Okay. Kathy, have a nice trip. Hope that works out for you. Hi, Terry. What's your question?
My question is, I have a husky, 45 pounds, and she lives outside, and she doesn't like to come inside, and she is having a hard time eating. Do you have any suggestions of what to feed her?
Well, we need to know why she's having a hard time eating. I mean, she could have some type of oral issue. She could have an abscessed tooth. There could be something else going on in there. So, huskies love to live outside there, especially in the winter. They love to live out in the snow. That's what they're used to. But, you need to work out why she's not eating. Does she have some underlying disease process going on? So this is a situation. I recommend you take her to your regular veterinarian, have a full physical exam, and she probably needs some blood work, something like that done, and go from there. So good luck with her.
Okay. For folks who are interested in puppies and kittens, you've got Love at First
Yes.
Sight Animal Adoption Agency.
Yeah, and we've got lots of puppies and kittens looking for good homes.
Good. All right.
Yes.
We'll put that information on our website if you'd like to find out more. Thanks so much for being with us.
My pleasure.
Always appreciate your time. If you'd like to get in touch with Dr. Pryor, you can find him at the Murphy Road Animal Hospital.